Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is another LEGO weekly news update. Now, it is almost a story in and of itself that LEGO has not yet allowed people to show the official images for the new LEGO Star Wars Rogue One sets or the new Death Star set that is supposed to be coming out in a couple weeks from now. So I imagine those images will be coming very, very shortly. But other than that, there is a lot of stuff that was revealed this week, and let's jump right in. So with all that, let's start checking out the official images of all the new stuff that was revealed this week. So we got a video and a first look at the Minecraft skin packs that are coming out for September 1st, but LEGO has now revealed these images. These are the official set images. I actually gleaned these images from Alan Tran at thebrickfan.com, and he estimates that these sets will go for a minimum of $15. Here's a closer look at the first one. This is set number 853609. And on top of the minifigures, each having their own individual accessory, there's also a few simple elements included as well. The next pack has these four guys. It is set number 853610. And once again, each of these figs comes with their very own accessory, and we've got a few other elements as well. I have a feeling these sets are going to be very, very popular. Remember, they come out September 1st. They come out pretty darn soon. Here is another official image. Also released on September 1st is this seasonal vampire set number 40203. There is certainly a Dracula kind of feel to this character. I like the use of the purple and pink on the body, and heck, even that vampire bat has just a little bit of purple as well. It will retail for $10, I believe, just like all the other seasonal sets. And this picture came from thebrickfan.com, and this next seasonal set comes from Brick Vibe. It is the seasonal Pilgrim set 40204. He's sitting on a pumpkin, he's got buckles on his shoes, two tiny arms, and even tinier drumsticks. I like the goofy proportions, but he definitely looks a bit wonky, especially if you start messing around with the direction of his eyes. And there is technically one more official image to reveal, but it kind of belongs in a slightly different part of our news segment. You'll see what I mean when we get there, but first let's check out this sort of sneak peek of the Ninjago Day of the Departed. Actually, we're not going to check it out. I'm just going to let you know that there is a link in the description below, but this was originally released at the San Diego Comic-Con Ninjago panel and was recently released and now can be viewed by anybody. Also, in other Ninjago news, The Hollywood Reporter reports that the Ninjago movie is going to have a short that will air right before the Storks movie next month, if you see it in theaters. And there's more news in the way of videos for LEGO this week. A short documentary came out of Norway all about adult fans of LEGO. It's about 15 minutes, and it's a nice little insight, sort of slices of life from people who have taken LEGO from their childhood and held onto it, plus integrated it into their adult life. It's a great little documentary, and I would say certainly worth a watch. I will leave a link for you guys to go check it out, and something tells me the director would probably appreciate some feedback. And believe it or not, there's actually one more LEGO news sort of video story that happened this week, and it's certainly one of the more touching ones. Basically, this romantic guy teamed up with a LEGO animator to produce a marriage proposal video trailer. What you're looking at right now actually played in a movie theater during the trailer section, and it highlights a lot of the nicer moments in their relationship and of course ends with a proposal. This video has gone somewhat viral and even made the BBC News. So if you haven't seen it yet, which maybe some of you have, this is also worth checking out. So congratulations to the happy couple, and this is yet again another example of a really nice touching thing that people can do with LEGO. And with that, we're gonna segue over to our LEGO Ideas segment, and if you don't know what LEGO Ideas is, this is the website where you submit your own LEGO creation in hopes of having it become an official LEGO set, and if you get 10,000 votes, guess what? It goes to the review stage, and then LEGO can usually probably still deny you. But there are a lucky few that do actually pass the review stage, and this is our first official look at the LEGO Ideas Caterham Super 7. So what we're looking at right now is actually the original submitted Ideas project, and of course when it gets approved, it's actually redesigned by the LEGO designers. So here's the actual official image release. Looking at them side by side, you can see that they definitely held on to some of the original design aspects, like the wheel covers in the front and the shape of those headlights, whereas the build for the seats and the roll bars have definitely changed quite a bit. I think I like the roll bar more on the LEGO released version, but the original seats work for me more. Anyways, it is a redesign after all, and I'm still really looking forward to this set. But moving on in LEGO news, there's actually two more sets that got 10,000 votes this week. This first one seems almost like an inevitability if you think about it. We have the X-34 Landspeeder by Science. This is a mock for an Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars Landspeeder Landspeeder like we saw in episode 4, and this seems like a build that truly does the vehicle justice. It's hard to choose sort of an aspect of the build that I think I like the best. The curves and edges all seem to fit together nicely, really nice build for the thrusters, and I'm liking the ratio of studs to no studs on the top of the vehicle. Now this is an extremely large set that already is licensed to LEGO, Star Wars that is, which means there's a more than likely chance that this is not going to pass the review stage, but who knows, we can be hopeful, and if nothing else, maybe this will be a pretty good indication to LEGO that we should be getting an Ultimate Collector Series version of this set. But moving down, here is the second idea set that passed this week, at least passed for 10,000 supporters, and that is the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. This supercar was produced for the 50-year anniversary of Lamborghini, and this was quite an exotic design to try to pull off in LEGO. A lot of very sharp and sleek edges kind of thrown all around the car, and the builder managed to get this car looking more than recognizable using nearly no external Technic pieces. I consider that an achievement in and of itself, and I know a lot of other people certainly did as well, considering it just achieved 10,000 supporters. So congratulations, Firas Supercars, for getting to the review stage with your Lamborghini, and now it's time to move on to our custom creation segment of the episode. This is basically where I get to talk about other cool things, other cool builds that I happen to see throughout the week. So this first one that we're looking at here is called Börzerk's Journey by Henry F. As soon as Nexonites came out, I knew that these minifigs were going to get used for some good use in a custom creation, and this is the first really great one I've seen. It's hard to say what aspect of this build I like the most. There's a lot of strong things going on here. I think one of the more noticeably awesome parts of the build is just the shape of the lava flowing. There's two different colors that make up the different lava streams, and some really nice effects used to make it kind of flow down the edges. Also, the stone wall that is resting above that sort of, I don't know, that beast's head seems to be bursting at the seams. Something tells me that this build is not just made to look delicate, but that probably is a pretty delicate bit of Lego there. Also, there's a bunch of nice details. I like the skulls hanging around the sides and the use of those Nexo bot heads kind of towards the top. And not to mention the actual stand for this scene is sort of built and layered and just adds a really nice extra dimension. This next build is called Cupo Jawa by Mirror Dudas. A very creative little thing to put into a city. We have our one-person coffee stop, of course made in the shape of a mug, with a lot of nice little details. We have some planter boxes and a trash can. The ground looks to be made of cobblestones next to the sidewalk, and this is a wonderful build to put into a Lego city. This certainly looks like it could be modular, or very easily rest on the edge of a park. Really nice details though, the steam coming out the top, the stacked cups in the back, and yeah, I just really want this in my Lego city. Now, if you've been watching this news segment for a while, you'll know that I pretty much never ever put Gundams on the custom creation segment. They're a relatively common build, a lot of them are really nice, but they almost never blow me away. Almost. This is Gundam R X by Jan Lego, and this is a classic Gundam build, and it is done immaculately. I can remember having a couple of Gundam toys and even trying to build a couple of those extremely detailed models, and this Lego build really reminds me of those days. It's built to a T, there's a lot of awesome details, almost too much to really even talk about specifically, but what's even greater is that this thing is so incredibly posable. Often, aesthetic beauty in a Lego model is usually subject to a sacrifice of durability and often balance. Not that I'm saying this thing probably isn't delicate at times, but it really does look like you can put this Gundam into a lot of different positions. This build has quite a long title. It is Projekt Blacktron 2 Special Forces Part 6 Ghost by Stephan Niehoff. Of course, Blacktron is in the name, but you can see this is kind of homage or at least an evolution of the old Blacktron style. But what I like most about this scene is that it really feels like a scene. The glassy green water I think is the most eye-catching thing initially, and it gives the idea that this dock is sort of on a very calm, swamp-like, maybe alien pond or lake. Also, those plants in the corner certainly give that away as well. But that is juxtaposed with an extremely sort of clean, almost sterile looking, and very shady operation on the side. I'm going to assume that that crane is not holding gigantic lawn darts, but it is probably loading missiles into this attack boat. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to tune in same time next week for another LEGO Weekly News update. And if you enjoy our content, remember you can always like this video or subscribe. Other than that, thanks again for watching. We really do like making these videos for you guys, and we will see you next time at BrickVault.